Welcome to Tech Vibe, where we slice through hype and give you real-world answers. Today we're breaking down everything you need to know about the iPad mini 8, design, display, performance, battery, price, and when it might actually arrive. If you care about portability without compromise, you'll want to hear this whole video, because some of the biggest upgrades Apple could give the mini are finally starting to make sense. Let's start with the headline. The new iPad mini is not expected this month or even this year. Recent reporting and supply chain leaks point to a 2026 launch window, most likely in the second half of the year. That shifts expectations, so if you were planning to upgrade right away, hold that thought. Apple appears to be targeting a later timeline to accommodate bigger hardware changes rather than a simple spec bump. So what's new? The biggest upgrade being discussed across reliable outlets is an OLED display. Moving from LCD to OLED would be a material improvement for contrast, black levels, and battery efficiency, the kind of change that makes media, reading, and color work noticeably better on a small screen. For fans who use the mini as a pocket cinema or a handheld art pad, an OLED mini would feel like a different device. Under the hood, leaks point toward a much stronger chip than the current model. Code and supply reports suggest Apple could put a next-generation iPhone-class chip, commonly referenced as the A19 Pro in industry chatter, into the mini. That would be a sizable performance leap, giving the mini faster multitasking, better sustained gaming performance, and longer software support. In plain terms, fewer stutters, faster app switching, and more headroom for future iPadOS features. Battery life on the mini has always been a balancing act because of its tiny footprint. The rumors indicate Apple is redesigning internal layouts and may combine a slightly larger battery with the power efficiency of a newer chip and OLED display. That could translate into meaningful real-world gains, more browsing, more streaming, and longer creative sessions before you need to plug in. Don't expect laptop-level endurance, but expect better all-day usability compared with older minis. Cameras are unlikely to be the headline. The mini isn't a photography device, but there's chatter about a better front sensor optimized for center stage, which would make video calls and remote work feel cleaner and more modern. The rear camera will probably stay modest, with improvements mainly delivered through software and computational photography tweaks. Accessory support matters. The mini already supports Apple Pencil, and the rumor environment suggests Apple will continue to cater to stylus users, possibly improving latency and pencil compatibility. That preserves the mini's value for note-takers, students, and professionals who want a truly portable sketchbook. Now the elephant in the room, price. OLED and a higher-end chip tend to push cost up. Several analyst notes and supply whispers suggest Apple could increase the starting price compared to the current baseline, but there's no official pricing yet. If Apple raises the entry point, it's likely to be modest, think tens of dollars rather than a full $100, but that's speculation grounded in how OLED and newer silicon typically change BOM, bill of materials, costs. For who this matters most, if you need a tiny device for reading, travel, and quick creative work and you own a Mini 6 or earlier, the Mini 8, if it ships with OLED and an A-class chip, is worth waiting for. If you have a Mini 7 with a 17 Pro and you don't need OLED now, you might be fine to wait until you see hands-on reviews. If price sensitivity is a factor, keep an eye on Apple's entry model offerings. Apple tends to keep a lower-cost iPad in the lineup for budget buyers. Timing again. To be clear, multiple reputable outlets and supply chain leakers point to no earlier than mid/late 2026 for an OLED iPad mini. Apple has a history of shifting specific months around, so keep that in mind. Nothing is official until Apple announces it. That said, the pattern of component sourcing and recent leaks means this isn't idle rumor milling. it's a consistent signal from several reporting lanes. If you want a quick takeaway, expect the iPad mini 8 to be a more premium, more capable mini. OLED display, faster chip, better battery efficiency and modest price pressure are the current bet. A19, it's shaping up to be the most significant mini update in years. If you found this useful, hit like and subscribe. Tech Vibe brings clear perspectives on the devices you care about. Drop a comment. Are you waiting for OLED in the mini, or would you upgrade now? Your answer helped shape our next buyer's guide. Thanks for listening. We'll be on top of every official detail as soon as Apple confirms it. See you in the next deep dive.